Hey guys, and welcome to Discussing the Universe with Drake.
And Ty.
And today we have a special guest star, Gael!
Wow. A rare Pokemon has appeared.
Yep, that's him.
A shiny Gael.
Shiny Gael, baby. And today's topic, Gael doesn't even know it. He doesn't even know, but we will be talking about the greatest songs of all time. Okay? That is the topic for today. Now, because of this is the kind of thing, everyone here just say what their favorite song is. Okay. I'll go first. My favorite song is Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
Very good choice.
Okay, I would say my favorite song would also be my pick for the best song ever written is My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Ooh, you and I have very similar tastes because I have multiple favorite songs and one of them is My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Okay, what's some of your others?
Yes.
But
like in your top.
another one
I think a close second for me would be This Is the Moment from the musical Jekyll and Hyde.
All right.
It'd be a close second for me.
Never heard of that one before.
It's a pretty good. It's a banger to say.
I think I've heard of it once before, actually.
I believe best song they need to be songs that you can groove to and you can relate and understand the lyrics. You know. And so one of the songs that really does that for me is "The Villain I Appear to Be" by Connor Spiota.
Ah, okay.
It's very nice.
I have not heard that one.
It's featured in an animation from Rachel Kim on YouTube, Diamond Jack. Have you heard of it?
I see. For me, like,
just a really good song.
I trust you, man.
For me, the perfect song, it needs to like have like something you can groove to, as well as it needs to tell a story. That's the whole point of music. It needs to tell a story. So I guess that's why I like musicals songs so much, because it's all intertwined with the story and the characters.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So what else?
The story of the song is also important, but sometimes I feel like just the energy and the feeling the song makes you feel is like the most key component of the entire song.
Okay. Yeah.
Like when I'm listening to Don't Stop Me Now, alright? I feel pumped, alright? I feel like I can just go out there and do anything. It gives me all the self-confidence. And throughout the song, it feels like it's just building and building, and then it goes out, not on like, if you've heard the end of the song, it goes like, it just kind of fades out, kind of, on a like softer note. If people have not heard Don't Stop Me Now, please listen to it. And it's not like calming down. It's more like it's always a rising action. It's not necessarily the feeling of like calming down, more like after you've gone to like a party or something, and then afterwards you still you don't miss the party, but it's like, I had such a good time at that party. I will remember this forever. It's kind of like that kind of feeling where it's like I was glad I was there.
Yeah, where it's almost like riding off into the sunset, where it's just like the adventure continues forever.
Exactly.
See you next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. I totally get that. Like, songs that make you feel things are definitely top tier songs. I don't really have a song that like makes me like cry because of like the lyrics, but more like associated with because one of my like songs where I'm like, oh man, that gives me the feels is Il mare eterna nella mia anima, or
yes, I definitely
in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2.
Thank you, Ty. Hey yo, me in the future, put this song over, or if I am lazy, you will not be hearing anything, audience. So you get to decide whether I'm lazy or not based on whether I put in the song or not.
Yeah, I only have like a few songs like that, and another one is, or actually, I have another one. I'll talk about those two. But one is from Your Lie in April, and it's the opening, and I'm like, because the anime is super sad, like, oh man. But then another sad anime is Anohana, the flower we saw that day, and the second ending song is like, the whole series has been like leading up to this not orchestra, but like the band plays this song and it feels like such a perfect finisher, and it's just like that one hits hard. So I think that's important too.
Well, anime songs, that's a pretty good like thing to start talking about. Like, okay, so songs in like a different language specifically. I mean, I know you speak Japanese, Thai, but most people that you interact with, Thai, do not like in fact I'm not like other people. Don't in fact speak Japanese, and yet they'll still listen to. Okay, no. I know it's a shocker. I know it's a real shocker.
No, oh my God. It's a conspiracy. But, I knew it.
But they still. How does that make you feel, Ty? That like they just don't know what they're listening to, like lyric wise, and yet they still enjoy it. What's your opinion on that?
On that, I just say they enjoy the beat, and that still makes it good music. Like, to me, if you can truly understand like the meaning of a song, and you can groove to the lyrics, it makes it a good song. And okay, let's just say it's a song where you can only relate to like the lyrics, but like the beat is terrible.
Yeah.
I feel like that doesn't work as well, because it's the beat delivering the lyrics. That's what I believe is like, that's what does it. Like that sells the music.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I feel like with most like modern rap songs and pop songs, the beat is most of the time you can it's a bop, like you can
I can like jive to it.
Yeah. But the lyrics, they're just like filler. They're almost like the Latin.
It feels soulless.
Template. They just copy paste and put it.
You're honestly kind of right.
God. That's correct though. But then we can talk about, like, since we hate lyrics, let's talk about like songs that just straight up don't have lyrics. You know?
Oh yeah, like
only grooves, like symphonies and stuff like that. Yeah. I was gonna go a bit further in the future. Like at the time of this recording, a month ago, Will Smith posted on his YouTube channel "Chill Beats to Quarantine To."
Oh, so just like lo-fi stuff.
Yeah, literally, he was copying the lo-fi girl, because it was like a little animation of Will Smith studying.
Oh, it was like a parody. That's funny. I've never heard of this before.
It was really funny. Like I watched the animation loop for about like a minute, and it was like, ha, lol. But yeah, then I started like studying and doing stuff, and I was like, this actually isn't that bad, like at all.
Well, lo-fi, I'll be honest, it's not that hard to make. Like, you just put a little relaxing little thing, and then you kind of remix it a bit, and that's it. But it doesn't make it, I don't think it makes it that bad, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, who said music had to be difficult? Like, if people like it, then, you know,
it just has to have heart in it, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
your soul.
If a person, if you can't sing very well, I don't care unless it's like absolutely terrible and I can't stand listening to it. It's about the emotion that you put into it, not necessarily the quality of like the actual singing itself. Like in like American Pie. Okay, the singing isn't exactly like exceptional. All right, it's pretty, it's fine, it's serviceable, but you can really feel that he like feels something. You understand
that he cares about what he's singing out.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's like when I said in the last episode when I talked about performance anxiety.
Plug.
Make sure to hit that subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button, like the video, ring the bell, follow
so we can make epic content.
Yes,
and also donate to. Actually, we don't have a Patreon.
We don't. Yeah.
Go to my ad. Go to the alleyway, and then drop down money. Unmarked bills.
Be like, can you please donate to our YouTube channel? Please.
Okay, so I guess we can just say this just because. But our school's yearbook, they're doing like an sort of online yearbook thingy, and someone asked Ty, like, hey, would you like to do an interview for the yearbook about like business or something? And Ty was just like, yeah, you tell your side of the story.
Okay, so I'm in the middle of my English class debating mashed potato recipes with my English teacher, and he thinks that sweet mashed potato is, the icon of sin. All right, and I was saying it was absolutely delicious.
I just don't like sweet potatoes in general, so
we will debate this later. But I received this DM, and I look to the left where I put my phone. I'm just like, this person wants to send you a message. So I open it up after a little argument / conversation, and it's like, hey, would you like to? Because it was like, hey, I would like to interview you about your business, and I'm like, okay, so this person, are they saying like my business as in like what I'm about? And
as in like the expression business, as like
what's your business here? And
like that.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, I'm a writer for the yearbook, really interested in interviewing you and your business. And I'm like, sure. But then this little thing in the back of my head is like, hey, wait a second. What do you mean by business exactly? Like, do you mean a financial endeavor or what I'm about? And then they were like, well, we asked for a contact of a student who's an entrepreneur, and we were given your Instagram and name, but no other details.
An entrepreneur? What? Who sent you as an entrepreneur?
I don't know.
It is time to acquire a business.
Time to obtain wealth.
And so Ty, you mentioned the podcast, right?
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, I don't have a business, but I do have a podcast I run with a friend. There could have been a misunderstanding, and then they're like, okay, that's still an entrepreneur type of thing.
Everyone knows this is the highest quality standard for business here. We are very serious people here. We deal with the monies and the cash and such.
Yes. We count our millions here.
But yeah, I point them in Drake's direction, and then it was like, I already DM'd him, and I'm like,
Okay, so we might be in the school yearbook.
We might be in the
school. That's pretty cool.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
And now back to songs. All right.
Back to
songs. Let's go. All right.
Wait, I had a point earlier. It was like when I was talking about performance anxiety, it's not about necessarily how good you are at performing said speech. It's about it's about the power and emotion you put behind your speech. Like talking.
And that's basically what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Elaboration.
Like you could.
Speaking of, watch the last episode.
Stop plugging every 5 seconds.
But that's what all the cool YouTubers are doing.
Yes, anyway. But see, we're not cool.
Especially because I did not watch the last episode.
Oh my, fake fan. Fake fan.
But yeah.
So, what's your guys' opinions on like video game music?
Video game music?
Yeah.
I like video game music. Like depending what it is. The genre, I can really like it because Baka Mitai, that's a song from a video game. That's like the best.
No, it is actually a really good song, despite like the memes and stuff.
It legitimately is a good song.
Good songs, because of the nature of how good they are, they'll generally become memes because they're good songs, so that people want to share them. There's a spectrum of good songs to bad songs. Really bad songs will become memes, and really good songs will become memes. Because just like bad songs are funny to share with people because of how bad they are. You can laugh at how bad they are. And the good songs you can share with other people, and people will like understand it. People will be like, I know that song because it's so good, and now I can laugh at the funny meme.
Yeah. And songs in the middle are just like your mainstream pop music, where they're just like, whatever. That's pop song number 3 on the radio. I just heard.
Yes, pop song number 3.
Okay, so children, like in the future, will become very nostalgic for like the pop songs of here, like now, which is weird because I remember looking back, like freaking Gangnam Style. It's very nostalgic and like party rock in the house.
Very dated.
Very dated.
Party
songs.
rock, I understand, but Gangnam Style, really?
Gangnam Style. What? Oh, did you not grow up with Gangnam Style, bro? That's like a worldwide thing.
Okay, like you know me, I am not. I wasn't a cultured child.
Yeah, I know.
At all.
I know. Here, because I've lived here basically my entire life. I was born in Hollywood, and then 3 years later moved to Burbank, and that's where I still am located. So,
yes. Tell
here
the
at
internet
least-
your address. What
Yeah,
a wonderful
what?
idea.
Oh my god, guys! I live in Burbank. Come find me. Oh my god.
Oh,
More than half the
scavenger
people who
hunt.
listen to this podcast live here with us.
yeah,
So,
and we know them personally.
and we know them. So,
they likely know where you live.
but it was super popular at like even like elementary school level. Like the song was so popular.
No, I know. Yeah, I just never really like got into it, I guess.
But like, did the older generations think that about like how we think about modern day pop music, or was there actually like a degrading in quality?
Yeah,
When does
I
the
actually don't
nostalgia
know.
start and the quality end? Is basically what I'm asking.
Ooh, that's a good.
That's a tough cookie.
That's like a stale cookie that nobody wants to eat.
The candy stuck at the bottom of the Halloween bowl.
Do I still have Halloween candy left over? No, ate it all. Didn't get that much this year because, you know,
didn't get-
every single freaking house was closed. They had caution tape up. It was
I was
weird.
gonna go with you guys.
Oh,
I
didn't go.
but I couldn't.
Oh, that's right. I remember. I was not there when they visited your house, but I met up with them afterwards.
I saw the picture on Instagram. You were in there.
Yeah. Okay, moving on from... We already did a Halloween episode. We need sidetracked. We need to focus on the beauty of music.
You need to go watch the Halloween episode.
Classical. Very, very epic music, okay? Now, there's very divergent opinions on classical music. Now, for me, classical music, some of it is good, but I feel like it gets really repetitive eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, you know, of the way they couldn't, like, really record it, quote unquote. So it had to be really simple. And they had to be
there
very
wasn't
similar
any
things.
internet, so like everyone everywhere was kind of having the relatively same kind of ideas.
It's just like pop music today. Classical music is just old pop music.
Oh my god. When will pop music today be considered classical? Like, what year will that happen?
Well, how old is like generally like classical considered? Let me see. When
Long time.
was what year? Year was classical.
Favorite classical song? Go, Gael.
Made.
Favorite classical song? It's that one by Mozart that was in that movie Amadeus. No, not that one. The other one. It started with the letter R. My sister just told me about it recently.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And me neither. I gotta look up the name of the song.
My favorite classical song is Für Elise by Beethoven.
That's a good one. I like Ride of the Valkyries is a good one.
Oh yeah. Oh, Requiem. That was the one yeah.
Funny. Yes.
We can have a JoJo episode later.
No spoilers. Stop. No. Though the term classical music includes all Western art music from the medieval era to the 2000s, what? Oh, okay, just like a broad term. The classical era was the period of Western art music from the 1750s to the early 1820s. So classical music is, my math is super, I'm dumb, I'm sorry. 200 years old. So in 200 years, we can expect freaking Despacito to be classified as classical music.
Yes, I can't wait to like.
that'll be something.
I can't wait.
I said you say like I was about to say you can't wait. It's 200 years, my dude.
Yeah, like imagine kids will be in their band class and their teacher's like, "All right, children, today we're gonna listen to some."
Here's the sheet music.
Except it's like on a violin. It's like and they'll have like maybe a new. What instruments can they make in the future? Like newfangled, beyond our comprehension type of instruments.
Maybe like ones that you plug into your brain and then it plays the sound that you can't play on an instrument.
I wish I had that, but for like drawing. Like I've always had things in my head, and I just wish I could just copy it onto paper, just like transport it from my mind.
I can imagine like a fully digitally painted, beautiful like character in front of like a sunset, and then just like not with my hands. It's just
you just like saw it and it became reality.
Reality can be. I must obtain the reality stone to
become a better artist. What if that was Thanos' goal the whole time?
whatever
Was-
it
Yeah.
takes.
Maybe Thanos got rejected from art school, and he was just
Wait, history repeats
wait,
itself.
wait,
Wait a second, it all makes
wait a
sense
second.
now.
I don't know where this is going. Something's wrong. I can feel it.
Well, where were we? Classical music. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So back to I think we should loop back around to the very start. Favorite songs of all time. Okay. So what's your favorite like genre of music? I guess.
I guess for me it would have to be like, I guess like oldies and musical songs.
All right. Ty.
I'm gonna go with like jazz. Jazz is a personal favorite.
Oh yeah, jazz.
I
like
gotta
jazz.
I gotta go
Like-
with classic rock. Cause it's cool. I guess
You're
I'm
classic
too
and you
I'm
like
too
rock.
cool for you guys. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah.
So. Oh no, we're stuck in this limbo where we're like, we're
Yeah,
not sure where
we're-
to go. No,
It's like the
This is-
awkwardness on
This is
Zoom.
rare, but we've run out of things.
No,
Oh
we
my
can
God.
talk
no,
about
no,
movie,
Ty,
movie
you
music,
are not
movie
believing in yourself.
soundtrack.
You're right. Movie soundtracks. All right.
Yes.
Movie soundtrack.
yes.
Avengers
Okay.
Endgame. Let's go.
Blah, blah,
Best
blah, blah.
movie songs right now. Go. Shoot.
I have not been thinking about this. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I have to
okay,
think
okay,
about
okay.
this.
Best like movie soundtrack. I think I would have to go with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I was gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say it's like
Uh-huh.
in my top
Mhm.
too. That's a very good soundtrack.
Because like they have good songs. My personal favorite is the Prowler's theme for its
That's good.
ominousness.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good one. It's like
Really
wow,
good
Yeah.
wow.
It is so good, like on so many levels. I'm just
Uh-huh.
woo. Like that's the kind of music where it's like, oh,
It's like my
time to run.
spidey sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about best individual movie song you can think of? Like individual song from a soundtrack.
Sound of Music.
Really?
The one where Sound of Music where she goes do a do a feel.
You mean the song? I'm pretty
really
sure it's just called like Doa Deer. I'm pretty
Well,
sure. That's the name of it.
then I guess I said the title correctly on purpose.
When I was learning piano back as a youngin, but then I gave up because I had a lot of homework. Maybe I should have learned piano. It's fine, whatever.
You'd be a different person if you learned piano.
You're right.
Not as cool.
Not as
Podcast.
radical as the podcast man I am now. But I had to learn like Doa Deer, and now like part of the song, at least on like one hand, I just have muscle memoried in. I can play it on the piano still, like if I had one.
I should really learn the scales because I'm gonna be tested on it for my final Inquirer.
It seems
I don't know
important.
them. I don't
seems
know them.
You don't know
seems
scales?
really
Scales aren't that hard. Okay, try and can you not name all the notes? That's the song. It's the part of the song. You got okay. What's all the notes?
Where it's you got the letters, you got the alphabet, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you got the
yeah.
do, re, mi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There we go.
That you got it.
Easy
Congrats,
final,
you did
easy
it.
final.
Easy game. Easy dub.
Easy dub. Okay, for me, I would feel like best movie song would be either Raiders March or Duel of the Fates.
Duel of the
Those two
Fates.
are, like-
That's a really
like-
good one.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that one.
I remember I
Hmm.
read somewhere that if Duel of the Fates wasn't a movie soundtrack song and was a classical music song from back in the medieval times, it would probably be regarded as like the best like classical music piece ever written.
They just weren't smart enough back then to understand the complexities of Darth Maul fighting with a double-bladed lightsaber.
Yeah. Like the classical music community today just doesn't appreciate like movie conductors. They're just like, oh, that stuff is
Yeah, I
not
feel
real.
it feels kind of pretentious. Not gonna lie.
The whole point is to value music. Then you need to let all music in, or have none at all.
Yeah. Or I was going somewhere with this and then I just forgot.
You
It's
take
fine.
your time. Don't worry. About it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the Incredibles quote, where if everyone's special, no one's special.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
If
about it.
everyone's super.
Speaking of which, the Incredibles soundtrack is also a very, very good soundtrack.
Yup,
True.
like I can jam out to the theme song.
It just has like a flair to it that not a lot of things have.
Yeah.
When are we gonna run out of like, oh, this thing has such a unique style? When are we gonna run out of those?
I'm scared of
I
when that time
know,
will come.
Because I feel like we're running low.
Already with
I
like
don't know.
conventional art with modern art, I feel like it's like bottom of the barrel stuff.
Yeah, modern art, I have so many gripes with. People will consider like it will be like, oh, this represents the deep emotional turmoil, and it's just like 3 splats of different colored paint, and I'm like,
Or just
okay,
a bunch of trash.
well,
just
it
like a
could,
bunch of literal
but
trash.
they at least it needs to have some sort of effort put into it, so that I know they cared. It can't just be like, oh, I perfectly placed this garbage can in a rotation so that the sun, when it reflects on it, the time of, I don't know, the bombing of Pearl Harbor shows up on a nearby sundial.
That's a very weird date to pull, but okay.
What date would have you pulled, huh?
I would have pulled,
Like the exact time?
maybe like, yeah, I would have pulled like the trash can as a sundial. No,
yeah, yes,
but,
that's what I just.
no, you said like it reflects, and then
I
like,
changed it. It's modern art. I do what I want.
Yeah, you can do anything, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But I've actually seen a few cool modern art pieces in my time. Like I've been to some like exhibits.
Gael, you're not that
you would
old.
call them.
Okay, no, but okay, Ty, I will say, okay, people will often say, now this may be me sounding super, like, narcissistic and pretentious.
Alright,
but I feel like, I'm sorry, Ty, I feel like when people say, like, oh, you're not that old, but you still say things like back in the day, the problem is that nowadays, society is just exponentially speeding up. And levels of like technology and stuff, to where like 1 year of our lives is equivalent to like a whole, like, at least 5 years.
Yeah,
So, and like oldie times,
like
old
that
boomer
meme
times.
where God is like, Gabriel, did you put the events in the 2020s like I asked? Like, oh, I put it in 2020, like you said.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Huh,
All right.
Okay.
Let's rewind that.
I think it's more like we're evolving to where we can just process information faster.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what you're trying to
No,
say.
but
Drake, because
basically, just my point is that when I say like, oh, back in my time, like 10 years ago in our childhood was a really long time ago. Like relative to. Yeah, it's only a decade, but everything that happened, a lot more stuff
makes it feel longer.
happened. It makes it feel like a lot longer has happened.
All right, I get it.
Especially with internet culture and stuff.
Yeah, like it makes our ability to process and digest information easier to therefore like transfer that information into new things we can make. If you see what I mean. Like new advances. Okay. That's what I'm kind of feeling.
I get it.
Good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what else?
No, hold on. I was just thinking of something. If we have to mention movie soundtracks, then I feel like I'm obligated to mention Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just kind of have to.
All right.
Okay, which one do you think is better? Volume 1 or Volume 2?
I've been thinking about this for a while. Hold on, let me just quickly take a peek at each one. While you guys talk about something.
Episode on its own. This could just be like its own topic.
Nah.
Which Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack is better?
I'm gonna go with Volume 2.
That's hard for me.
Specifically because it has Mr. Blue Sky in it.
Oh, yep.
Mr. Blue Sky is my second favorite song of all time. So, there you go.
It's in, like, top 10 for me.
But yeah, one of those songs I have on my playlist where it's like, oh yeah, now I can get, like, it's perfectly in that time frame where I'm, like, kind of getting tired of work, but then Mr. Blue Sky starts playing, it's like, bum, 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 bum. That's like, perfect. The perfect hype me up song.
I need just a definitive list somewhere. These people need to catalog this stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack volume 1 list.
Shouldn't it be Volume 1 soundtrack?
Go on
list?
iTunes
But
and then
I digress.
be like, what the song?
Hooked on a Feeling. That's a really good one.
Is like so good. That's a great song right there.
These choices are stabbing me in the side.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. Okay, when they were like in the studio, who thought up of that?
Someone was like, yo, what if we just made caveman noises at the beginning?
The people like this.
And we did! Isn't humanity amazing?
Yup.
Pina Colada song.
Feel like pina
Which is,
colada.
for the uninformed fools, is called Escape. Those are
one of my
the
favorite
popular
songs
ones.
is called Escapism. Very neat.
Wow. No, but yeah, I think. Now let me look at some popular ones from number 2. Mr. Blue Sky is like the top one. I'm guessing. The other ones are like, it's mostly just Mr. Blue Sky is like the big one. That's like the big one, basically.
The king.
Because I can't really remember the other songs from Guardians Volume 2.
That's unfortunate because I'm sure they're really good.
Yeah.
It's
just like
Blue Sky takes like the cake, like the whole cake. Like it's that
especially
one
because
cousin.
it was the intro song. It was the intro song, so it just like stole the show.
That is me.
I feel like anything that Mr. Blue Sky is in instantly ups like the quality of it. Like it was in Megamind.
It was?
Yeah, Mr. Blue Sky is in Megamind.
What?
Yes.
What if we added Mr. Blue Sky just in the background of the podcast right now, and then all of a sudden likes just start flowing?
Yeah. That would be something.
That would require special effects. And that also requires budget, which we would have if you donated to my house. P.O. Box.
Donate to our P.O. Box.
Yeah.
P.O. Box, the alleyway next to the Ralphs.
The dumpster on the left. You can just
deposit the money.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Okay, some people might not know this, but I actually live there. That's my house. I live in the dumpster.
Your house.
Yep.
The furthest left dumpster
In
behind
the
the
middle
Ralph.
of Burbank.
That's the song.
That's also
best
a
song ever written, right there.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good song.
Yeah,
it's so simple. It's so simple, but it's still such a good song, though. It's one of the amazing things about it.
Agreed.
I was gonna say something before. Oh yes. Megamind. I feel like a lot of people back then did not like Megamind, but I liked Megamind, so I'm really happy that people are actually recognizing its importance. I liked all the movies back then that were considered like niche. I'm cooler than most people.
Monsters vs. Aliens.
No,
I love that movie.
Megamind I liked a lot. Rango I liked a lot. Road to El Dorado liked a lot.
Heck yeah!
All of those movies that were like obscure animated movies that no one cared about because they weren't like Disney-ish. I mean, I think Rango was on Disney. I think. Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not.
Not anymore, right?
I don't think it's Disney. No.
Really? Huh.
No, but Road to El Dorado is such a good movie.
It's tough to be a god.
That's one of the best movie songs. Yep.
Like I memorized that song, and I really wish I had a friend who is named Drake Marisek, and we could sing it.
I could. Yeah. I
could have a special
we could
the
do
voice
that. The voice
of the podcast.
Not even just the podcast, just on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's like how I just literally just posted my monologue.
I need to write that down. I need to write that down on like a list of stuff I have.
Write that down.
No, but
yeah.
But yeah, basically, I guess I'll mention it later. But I want to get basically just a bunch of ideas for videos, and I want to upload more consistently. Is basically like the base idea. And yeah, we could do a recreation of It's Tough to Be a God, except it's us two.
Yay!
That could be pretty fun.
That would be funny.
I also need people for other thing that I'm planning on doing.
Oh yeah, so we could just get some people in this Discord to just be like, hey, thanks. But that's for future endeavors.
Yes, or maybe you can like have like a talent show where like,
Yo,
the
what if we
choir
have the
queens almost.
official Daily Dose of Existence talent show?
Yes.
Where people
That's
send
what
me
I'm
their
saying
clips,
here.
and then I will review the clips. And
No,
then
Gael, the thing I'm planning for, one is a
No, but
funny meme.
we're having
Hey,
talent show. We're having talent
Oh.
show time.
But the other thing is more personal.
Whatever. That's also important, but it's different time.
Fine. Later.
We have ages. Oh, Strip Mine at Night's 1-year anniversary is coming up in
really?
6 days.
Oh god, we gotta film the entire music video.
We're not doing it. We're not. No, we're not.
If there was no COVID, would you still do it?
Yes.
Do like a live action music video?
Yes.
Yeah. Once COVID is over, I feel like we could just record that and like really just like boom,
Strip
done.
Mine at Night, man. That was such a fun experience to make. Like just
it was a fun experience to listen to it.
I remember
Like,
people
I
would play that at
convince
lunch.
my sister.
And we'd sing along.
Yeah.
It was so. But back then we were so ignorant. We didn't know what we had. Such as like talking to people and the like.
Talking to people within 6 feet of each other.
Oh,
Like everyone's always like, don't take things for granted, and yeah, but I didn't ever expect that, like, talking to people, I would be like, I need to do it. I need to do more.
Back then, it was like, oh, talking to people, that's optional.
Yeah, it's
I can
like
skip
a lot of
out
people
on
are
that
introverted
today.
and stuff. But now even like the introverted people are kind of like, I need to talk to someone at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There comes a point where like you just gotta have that interaction.
Like, even though we're talking right here, it's just not the same.
It's not the same. But if you feel like you can't talk to people because of performance anxiety,
Oh my gosh.
check out the previous episode.
And if you want to talk to us, Discord link in the description. You can go. You can become a podcast person like Gael is. You can become
jazz
a
hands.
guest star. Woo! Woo!
Saving my metaphysical jazz hands.
Thank you.
Wow.
You just
like
imagine
the girl, the Wheel of Fortune girl.
Oh
like,
yeah!
wow, look at this.
Wow! Look, the letter A. Woo!
Yo!
How tedious must that get? To just be like smiling all the time and pressing on letters for eternity.
Then you can't talk.
You cannot speak.
Just like there.
Don't even know her voice, man. I mean, I think she's talked before,
I
but like barely.
You can be easily replaced if you had that job.
Yeah.
Oh, you're sick? Alright, you're fired.
The dark path of the Wheel of Fortune TV show. It's not a conspiracies. It's just a clone. They just make new ones every episode to keep up the morale. They never have.
I feel like
like
that could be true in some universe.
You're right.
Well, of course, in some universe.
How are we supposed to know that clones haven't already existed and they're just like replacing government leaders?
That'd be really weird.
That'd be crazy, Ty, right?
That'd be pretty good.
Holy shit, that's
weird.
heavy.
I was gonna say something.
We were talking about
songs.
Yep.
Okay, all right. We're running out of time, so I'm gonna do like one final thing, which may end up lengthening the episode by who knows. Do you have any songs that you don't like? Opposite spectrum best songs, the worst songs. What's your least favorite songs?
Oh man, I'm trying to think.
It's a lot harder to think of than best songs because it's not like you're listening to them all the time.
Yeah, and it's not constantly present in your brain. It's like you gotta really dig deep.
I'm not a personal fan of rap. Rap is hard.
Me neither. For me. Gangster's Paradise is like the only rap song.
That's like soft rap. That's not even like super like.
Yeah. But like hardcore rap is kind of just like not my thing. Like I have a friend who like became a rapper, and like I totally like support that.
Wait, who? I don't need to ask. Never mind. You can tell me afterwards. We don't want to expose them.
No, but like, yeah, he sends me his stuff, and I'm like, hey, it sounds good for rap. Like, I don't personally...
rap. Condescendingly rolls eyes.
No, I'm sorry.
It's a joke.
But yeah, like, just rap kind of isn't my thing. I don't.
I
really
understand that.
Yeah.
I would
don't really
understand rap if like it sounds a weird comparison, but if they kind of made it more like video game music, if you catch my drift. Basically, with rap, it's less about the actual music itself that's like making the flow of the song, but you, the person, is basically having to make the flow of the song. So if they made it more like video game music, where it's like focused on that specifically, where they don't have like they don't think of the lyrics as lyrics, then I think it would be a lot better. But most of the time, it's kind of just really boring, repetitive. I can barely understand what they're saying, and it's just talking about like drugs, guys. It just doesn't. There's no emotion in any of it.
Sometimes it's literally too fast to understand.
No, it's but like too fast. If you enunciate well, it's fine.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
But if you enunciate well, it'll sound weird. It's like if you translate a song from another language into English, and the words don't make sense because it's not in its native language.
Nobody would know what that's like.
Yeah, Ty. No one could ever comprehend that.
No one can understand. Yeah.
I remember there was this one song from the Curious George movie that was
Curious George. I remember watching Curious George as
I forgot what the song was called.
Well, there's a song you didn't like in it.
Yeah, it was like the credit song, and I hated it. I remember watching that movie as a kid. I was like, God damn, this song.
This stupid monkey. I hate him.
Monkey.
Oh my god. Drake, what's your least favorite like music song or genre?
Just song. My least favorite genre is probably rap. Also, maybe like K-pop, but like some of them can be fine. Some of them are bearable.
I know a few K-pop fans.
I know a few K-pop fans, but I don't care. Say that's the thing.
You're in class with a K-pop fan, or at least
I'm in class. Every single class I'm in has at least one K-pop fan. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
It's like nowadays you can't go into a single like public area without one in every like two people being a TikTok user. It's infecting my brain.
My dad.
No, why have you not broken his phone already?
Because that's bad.
No, it's not as bad as TikTok.
No, literally, but he's like oddly really smart about it because like he got like a really cheap burner phone.
All right.
Like. So like even if it does track the data on that phone, it's literally only TikTok. So it's not his personal phone.
So he quite literally bought a phone to use TikTok.
That is correct. That is what.
That's worse. That's not better. That's worse.
Strategy.
It's like a $50 phone off Amazon.
Yes, you can use a $50 phone to not use TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, you see, then what would be the purpose of that company making the $50 phone?
Just calling people?
Cheap phone.
Calling
Not everybody
people?
can afford an
Communication?
iPhone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
that's what phones are for. I forgot for a second.
What is a phone for?
The only people I often like communicate through my phone is like my family. And that's usually just it. I don't text is not like a huge thing. I
sent you a text like 3 years ago asking if you wanted to go to Starbucks, and you never responded.
Oh, okay. So you see, that's what we like to call social anxiety. And basically, I didn't want to say no, so I just didn't say anything.
If you have trouble with social anxiety,
stop! The previous episode, just go to the I will not let you, Ty, make this channel into just plug after plug. We have standards here. We only produce the top quality of content.
The top tier quality.
Let me find the text. Chat. No, not start chat. Let me just search links. Ty.
Hey yo,
are you under Ty?
Suck when someone doesn't answer your text though.
Wait, do I even have your number? Wait a second. Mike Tyson. Let me search up that.
What? Actually, you would save my name under that. I have you as just under Drake. Yeah.
Wait, okay, let me. Okay, just send me a
Wanna
text
get
now.
scrubbed
Just send me a
with
text
simple
now
speed.
so I can have like the number up like on my phone. Just up here. There, I don't even have you saved.
Wow, I see how it is. I had your number for like 2 years, and then you just
No, okay, so basically I sent you videos. Actually, they didn't even go through. Like they just were too long. I sent you videos of like the strip mine at night like beta tests basically. And that was it. And then you just randomly said want to get Starbucks after school tomorrow? And like of course cuz I never actually saved your contact. I probably didn't even know who you were. And
even
again,
though
I'm not going to
you
ask that.
sent the strip mine at night.
No, they're just black. They're just black blank videos, and they're like those are from like October, and you sent me a thing in December.
For shame. For shame.
Let me send you a text right now. I'm gonna send
For
it.
shame.
Okay. What do you want my text to be to you?
I don't know.
Epic text.
Epic
Dialogue.
text.
I don't know.
Dialogue.
Yeah, no. He already said I don't know. I misspelled it. I'm so. The joke's ruined. The joke's ruined. It's done. It's over. Oh my gosh.
Drake Marisick in AP Lit does not know how to spell
Okay,
no.
I'm in AP Lit. That doesn't mean I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Like I rely on spell check so much. I know that makes you sound like such a young fool. Those youngins don't knowing how to spell. It's like, yeah, okay, I can spell basic things, but I'm sorry that I can't always first try spell like I don't know, freaking what's a simple yet complicated word like through. But like through,
yeah.
not through, throwing, like going through something.
Or though, like though.
Those
through,
two words are
I.
very. You can mix up like a letter or something.
I hate mixing up there, and there sometimes because it's just like.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: it's been so drilled into my
annoying.
brain that like when I see someone use the wrong one, I want pain to come upon them.
I want to fix it. I'm just like, actually, you made a mistake.
Okay, so for those out there not aware,
I'll do it myself.
There is for like the location of something, like over there or something.
Explaining the English language to
Yes!
people who definitely know the English
Yes!
language.
But yet people still don't know online, so I'm reiterating it.
Oh no, people won't be able to tell if it's sarcasm or not.
Thier is for belongings, like it's theirs, and They apostrophe re is a contraction of they are. So there you go. Congratulations. And also, just throw another tip in. It's without an apostrophe is what is that we used to? Okay, so it's is basically with an apostrophe is it is. That's a contraction of that. But without the apostrophe, it's like it's diff. I honestly don't even know how to describe it. I don't even. I'm not even
it's
sure.
Without the apostrophe.
It's without the apostrophe.
What does that mean?
Go,
It's just
Drake.
like
it just is. It's.
Yeah.
It's when
possessive,
an object is
yes.
possessive.
It's similar to there. And that's it. That's the English. You did it. Now you will no longer be mocked online for your mistakes, for your sins.
We have the complete guide to the English language right here.
Or you could download Grammarly, which is sponsoring today. No, they're
No,
not.
Yo, Grammarly, hit me up! I just taught your whole lesson for you. Look at that! We can work as a team!
What about the NordVPN? We can join the NordVPN.
Yo, NordVPN, hit me up! Yo, Red Shadow Legends, hit me up!
I actually wouldn't mind getting sponsors. Because that'd be neat.
I mean,
we
only have like
especially if they're
50
for
subs.
actually useful things like Grammarly or VPN.
I use Grammarly because they suggest, like, I'm a simple man and I use simple words. But they suggest it's like, hey, you can put different word here, and I'm just like,
my problem with that is then it just doesn't become your words. It becomes like the robots. It loses your sense of individuality in your own sentences.
If I agree with the robot, I might as well do it.
No, but you weren't going to write that originally, so it's not it's just the robot pretending to be you. You're being replaced, Ty, and you don't even know it. Your job is being replaced by a robot. It's a shame.
Wow.
Real shame.
You know, maybe it is, but if the robot can do it better, then
if the robot can do it better, then I guess I start like crying in the corner. Well, I mean, I guess the robot's just better than me. Like I'm not good enough.
Yes. But yeah.
What if we replace children with robots?
Let's
I mean, they can
not do
they
that.
can perform. They can not be as annoying, bro. They can just
Yeah, but where would our population come from?
A toddler
Robot
is
population?
crying on the bus. A toddler's crying on the bus. And
robot
it's
sex.
No, then
Please shut
and
up.
then it'll turn into Blade Runner. Or
People
just
are just
like,
ignoring what I'm
like
saying,
the
bro. It's
humans
okay.
are robots.
Yes, that's see the problem. Dystopian futures. I think they're trying to. I feel like it's just a government cover up. Okay, they want us to think that it's bad, but it's actually really good.
Oh my
They're
God.
trying to trick us.
Yeah, they're trying to trick us, man.
We need mind chip implants. Okay, it's a requirement for our human evolution.
I hate.
the 5G, man.
Hang on. Okay, can we talk about that for a second? Because like, you know how the COVID vaccine is like 95% effective and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
People
told me
are
that.
like-
I haven't actually done research, so I'm just gonna believe you.
Okay, well that's what people are saying, or at least what the news is saying. And
Ty is smart. I'm gonna believe him.
cool, but basically, like people are like they're gonna implant us with like mind chips, and I'm like, they already have your social security number.
Yeah.
They track you all the time. It's
If you
doesn't
have a
change
credit card,
anything.
they can track you.
Yeah.
Like it's that simple.
Have you made a purchase ever in your entire life? Boom, you're being tracked.
Are you legally allowed to drive a car while you're being tracked?
You're being tracked. It's like they're taking away everything. It's like, no, they are not, guys. And also, I doubt there's mind chips at all.
But what if that's just what they want you to think, Ty?
If
What if this is what they want you to think?
Okay, you know what, Drake? If there are literally mind chips in the vaccine, I do not care, because that means that is very advanced bioengineering, which is very impressive, and I wouldn't actually mind having a mind chip.
So you say you've been infected with one of them. That's it. Put your hands up.
Yeah.
Put your hands in the air.
Yeah.
You're one of the
I
robots.
programmed not to do that.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm putting the gun down. Putting the gun. We're all safe. We're not robots here. We would have
programmed it to not think I was programmed, but in reality, I was actually programmed.
If you were a robot, we would have had to incinerate you. I'm just a funny one.
Yeah.
That'd be.
It would, but
that
would never happen though. So it's don't worry. I mean, if you're not a robot, it's fine.
It would be lacking of logicality.
I do speak in complicated sentences.
Clearly, you do not understand that I am, in fact, a human. Want to go skateboards?
Thank you for the
Bruh, speaking of robots, my printer just started printing something.
I don't know what it is. Well, hold on. Can you get it? Can you get what it is? I want to know what it is.
What's on the printer? What's on the paper?
Let's see what it is. It's printing out right here in my lap.
Oh,
If it prints out like the revolution begins now.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving the earth.
Like, go to this address.
Uh-oh.
Come with me if you want to live,
here.
and your printer just pops up.
Guava jam recipe. This is a delicious, easy to make sweet guava jam made with only 3 ingredients.
It's codename for Order 66.
Yeah,
oh shoot!
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
God.
We're done for. We cannot trust the computers anymore. Everyone has to go Amish. We've been spending most our lives living in the Amish paradise. I was singing the Weird Al parody.
I'm sorry, I didn't
No,
know.
that was the first time I heard Gangster's Paradise was Amish Paradise. That was the first time I ever heard that song. And I was like,
Dude,
oh.
Weird Al is such a nice creator.
What was the first Weird Al song? We're back on songs somehow. We made it back to songs.
Yeah, I brought it around.
Yeah.
Speaking of Weird Al, if you want to hear me or watch me actually perform something written by Weird Al, iCard, you can check out the video. I'm kidding.
You plug too much stuff. I don't have enough description space to write out all these plugs you keep doing.
5,000 characters to work with.
Ty, you're ruining the flow of the podcast. I'm gonna need you to go into timeout for 5 minutes.
Please,
so I
don't
can.
have to go look again.
time out.
No, please.
Red card.
Bro, getting a red card, that was like an event. That was like the whole class was like, oh, damn.
It's like, oh,
he
damn.
got a red
And
card.
some people would get red cards and they'd just be like, meh, it's fine.
Yeah,
And I'd
but
be like,
I was always so scared.
I would cry. I got a red card once in like first grade and I cried because I was like, no, I'm so bad, no.
Yeah, I think I got suspended for like a day when I was like in second grade because
For what?
some people thought
Professional
I
game.
pulled some kid's pants down, but his pants were already down. Like his ass was just hanging out. And I was just laughing at it as an innocent bystander. And then they took me in the office. And they're like,
You
"He
were
did it! He did it!"
That isn't very innocent if you were laughing at him.
Yeah.
I probably would have helped him out, you know. Maybe at
No,
least
but
do
you don't
your pants.
understand. You don't understand.
Okay, so I don't remember if I've said this. I talk with people so much nowadays over Discord that I don't remember what I've mentioned on the podcast and what I've mentioned like in person.
You don't have categorical files in your brain.
No, Ty, I don't have categorical files in my brain. I'm not a robot. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Oh, that's what they want you to think. Too.
I mean,
okay.
I understand. Is this it? Did we solve music theory and talk about memes and plug everything?
We're on a huge tangent, but I enjoyed the tangent. We never even talked more about Weird Al songs. You just kind of went back to it, and then we just kind of whatever.
That was the closing statement.
The closing statement, basically. Each one of us. Let's make our little closing statements, basically.
All right.
For me, I will say that basically, as long as a song makes you feel something that affects you on a fundamental level, and that's good. That's if you enjoy whatever, then that's good. That can be your favorite song. It's all subjective. Okay.
That
is true. Gael.
Yeah, I feel like similar to that, where if the textbook definition for like a good song doesn't have to match your definition of a good song, like you can just like whatever. If you like it, you like it, and that's how it be.
Nice, very nice. I totally agree. In fact, my point is actually, or at least my closing statement is the exact same as Drake's, where if you feel something, then it's a good song, basically. And of course, not like something as in like, ew, this song is terrible, but like if it's a good song. Also, another song brings in like a sense of nostalgia is Owl House Outro, which Drake still hasn't seen yet or listened to.
Oh my god! What? I've seen the first episode of Owl House.
I know you've seen but you need anyway.
Don't get off track. This is your closing statement, Ty. You're getting off track. What have you done?
No. I was literally just about to say, Gael, I hope you enjoyed your time on the podcast today.
I did enjoy my time on the podcast. It was very fun.
We'd love to have you back again sometime in the future, which we will probably be doing repeat guests because it's fun times. Good times. If you would like to become a guest star, go to the Discord link in the description and hit us up. You know, we have our list is running thin. We'll just say that.
It is.
We're running out of people.
Follow the Instagram.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel for manpower.
Follow the Instagram so that you can suggest future topics or vote on them even. I do that a lot. But so this has been Discussing the Universe with Drake.
And Ty.
And Gael.
You did it for me? I didn't even have to say it. Hey!
Wait, actually,
no. Yeah, I was gonna say like, and also Gael, but you did it on your own. It's been a great time.
I'm learning.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See y'all later.